Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on The Creative Woman. And today it is a pick-a-shell card on what advice can best help you right now on your path. Okay, and I want to thank all my subscribers very much. I know I am just beginning to grow my channel, and I thank you. And thank you for your likes and the sharing that you do. So I just hope to get this out to as many people as I possibly can, so that this information that I share can get to those that need this information right now. Okay, so thank you again. All right, and this is shell 1, shell 2, and shell 3. So you can go ahead and choose one of those, and you can stop the video for a moment if you need to, and I will get right on to shell 1. Put these over here really quick. Okay, so yeah, this is a beautiful shell. I love that shell. Okay, so group 1, let's start you out with a sacred geometry card number 2. So 2 could be significant. If you see 2, or 222, or 2 could be a special number for you in some way already. Okay, and this frequency is talking about the sacral chakra, which is our power center. Okay, and it says the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Okay, so group 1, that's what your advice. So to take a special look at your sacral chakra, and here, and it's the orange color, so this will also help stimulate your sacral chakra. Sacral. In your subconscious, you don't even have to consciously know. Just take a look at that for as long as you feel necessary to do so. Okay, so that is, all right, so you are opening up your sacral chakra, which supports all of your desires and all of your creativity and the ability and the power to manifest what you want in your life. All right, that's really, really beautiful. Okay, and then next I pulled from the Spirit Animal Oracle card. I pulled a spirit animal for you, and you received the tortoise. Home is where the heart is. I'll let you look at that. It's also very beautiful. These cards are beautiful. Home is where the heart is. Okay. Okay, and then the third card I pulled is the 4th house. This is from my astrology deck. The 4th house. And the 4th house has to do with home and your family, mother, father, your roots. Okay. All right, that's beautiful too. So this is your major theme. Let me just take a moment and see what else, if anything else, comes up before I start with your tarot cards. Well, home is where the heart is. There you go, in the 4th house. That's definitely, so getting to know who you truly are and what your desires are, your sacral chakra, what special creative powers, creative gifts that you possess, and that will automatically, once you find those out and you start using your creativity, what you are, your specialties, that will automatically bring you success. And it's not just, when I say success, that's in every way. First and foremost, I see success to be success in here, inside, in our soul, peaceful and happy and contented, and knowing who we are and what is best for us. And then that creates success in every other way, in love, in abundance of all kinds, everything, in everything. And so, and it has everything to do with, you have to know your history, your personal history of your mother and father, what was genetically handed down to you at birth, so that you can know what you were given by both your mother and your father, and all of your ancestry, all the way down the line. Because whatever your mother and father and grandmother and great-grandmother and father and great grandfather and great-grandfather, all of them, all of those people, you're in your ancestry lineage, whatever they weren't able to take care of, it all gets passed on to the next generation. So, and the only way that I know of to find out what our personal familial histories are is through your natal wheel in astrology. And then it's even better if you know, and you can do your mom and your dad's also, your mom and dad's natal wheel, and brothers and sisters if you have them. That just puts you, then you will be able to see just from your mom and dad's charts and your chart what they handed down to you. And so what you have the chance to take care of, and what they couldn't, you then can take care of it for them as well. Okay, so, and you get your natal wheel. You can look online to any astrologer, and they will give you a free natal wheel for you and however many others you want. Natal wheels are free, and I give free natal wheels as well. I'm an astrologer of 24 years, so if that interests you, leave me a comment below, or you can email me at thecreativwoman369@gmail.com. And I just need your name, your birth date, your city and state you were born, and the exact time of birth that you were born. And that will show on your birth certificate. Okay, so let's get into this, and let me pull some tarot cards to see further what other advice or continuing advice that you can help you on your path right now. But yes, personal, I'm just seeing knowing you and your family in depth, and the details of that very much assist you in opening up your sacral chakra and your creative talents that you might not even know you have yet. And some of you might already be on this path, and you're continuing on then. Okay, so let's see what else. For group 1, for advice that they can help them on their path right now. That tried to come out. All right, look at that, the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple more and see. Group 1, what can help them on their path? What advice? What advice can help them on their path? Okay. 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 All right, so the Queen of Pentacles. Well, you could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You don't have to be, though. You could have that in your chart as well. You don't have Your sun side could be that, or you could have that on your rising or moon sign. But you don't have to. But you could have Earth in your chart, I'm hearing too, for some of you. And Earth being in the your astrological chart, depending on how much you have, Earth, that helps to ground us. That is very, very much to the earth and nature and loving nature and the animals and gardening and all those types of things, flowers and anything that's nature. It helps to relax you and again, like I said, ground you, which means it helps you to be calm and peaceful and happy. Find your center, so to speak. And maybe some of you already do this, and so you know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not, and so that's the way. If you're ever frustrated or upset or stressed out, ground yourself in nature. Just sit in nature, in a quiet place, or enjoy nature out your window. Look, watching the birds or the squirrels or whatever animals and plants, and looking at the trees outside, whatever way makes you feel good and peaceful. Or taking care of your flowers or your plants. You might love plants and have a lot of indoor plants. Okay, for some of you. Okay, and then this is the Ten of Swords, which has to do with completing a cycle. So, and that's, we are in, all of us are completing cycles at this time, large and small, all kinds of different, so it's going to be different for everyone because this is a general reading, but you're completing a cycle. So maybe this cycle, this new cycle that you're going into, because you're completing this tough cycle, you're going to be able to relax more. And because you have learned certain things about yourself, things that are good and things that are good for you and things that aren't good for you, and so you've been cutting out those that aren't good and choosing those that are, and so you're finding yourself more at peace with inside yourself and happy with yourself. And some of you are finding new creative endeavors that you have, new gifts that you have that you didn't know you had, and you're starting to use those now. And that's also bringing you, it's of course opens your sacral chakra, and then once your sacral chakra is open, then your solar plexus, which is our self-worth center. So you're feeling a lot better about yourselves and just more happy and content with where you are in life right now, or where you are going, what the doors that are going to be opening up or are opening up for you. So that's very good, very good. So I also heard you're in a good place right now. Some of you are in a really good place. You're about ready to enter into joy into your life. Okay, and then with the Seven of Cups, some of you also, your dreams are coming true, or they are about ready to come to fruition, which you've been manifesting. Here you go. Your desires, your abilities and your desires, and the abundance in your life is increasing, or about ready to increase for some of you. And some of you, if it's not yet, then you're still in the process of finding out who you are. So again, this card also talks about subconscious, and so you want to dig in and see what's in the subconscious, because anything that, because we were all given when we were born genetic downloads from our mother, and then certain genetic things from our father as well. So again, astrology is the way to look into those, because they're in our subconscious and they can help us or hinder us. And so you want to definitely dig out those that hinder, because you don't want those blockages stopping you anymore. And so you're ready for that. Some of you are ready to dig in. That's what I just heard too. Okay, that's super, super great. Okay, and then the Knight of Wands. Okay, a message is coming in, or messages are coming in, either from someone else for some of you, or intuitively. Some of you can be intuitively gifted, and you're opening that up. And so you're getting intuitive messages from your higher self, from the Creator, however you want to see that out, whatever you believe. But yes, okay, so messages, and with new beginnings. So that is tremendous. Okay. All right. Well, that was a very good read for Group 1. And that's all I have for you, Group 1, right now. So you have a great rest of your day. And I will go on to Group 2. Okay. All right, so Group 2 has this beautiful shell. Let's take a look and see what your sacred geometry card is. It's the throat chakra. So that has to do with communication and the color blue and the number 5. So 5 could be significant for some of you. Maybe that's a synchronistic number too that you might be seeing now. And this frequency, this card says, the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Oh, I like that. So that's some advice for you. Group 2, that's what's... And so you take a look at that, because this will assist your subconscious in opening up this throat chakra. Okay. To assist in giving you your ability to express yourself as best as you possibly can at your highest level in every way, and which will bring you peace and balance. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, and then I chose a spiritual animal oracle card for you, the ladybug. So some of you might be seeing ladybugs, and they're trying to tell you, or your higher self, or the Creator, the universe, however you see that, is showing you the ladybug to tell you about fortune, gratification, and wishes. Oh, that's beautiful. So one of the wishes I just heard is having to do with being able to commute. I don't know what, well, I guess it could be a commute, but what I want to say is communicate. Your expression of yourself and what you have to say into the world. And that's a wish of yours, and that will serve as gratification for you when you find out your best way of self-expression. And then you start doing that. And you might already be doing that. And we always can learn more and more and more. So ladybugs have a very much of a important message in that arena. So if you see ladybugs, there you go. Maybe that's a spirit animal for you too, a spirit insect for some of you. Okay, and then I also chose an astrological card, Aries. There you go, and Aries is fire, and that has to do with your personal self. Aries is when in the natal wheel, it's the first house, which the first house has to do with ourselves. So you are right now concentrating on yourself and opening up again and expressing your communication skills, whatever they are, because there's many different ways to communicate, all different senses. And there's the ladybug. Okay, so let's pull you some tarot for some further advice for group 2 to help them on their path right now. Group 2, advice for group 2. What advice for group 2 that can help them on their path? Okay, alrighty. Okay. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Okay. Okay, so the King of Wands has to do with fire signs. Aries, back to this card, Leo, and Sagittarius. And that has to do with your strength, your gifts, your self-expression, and being very strong in that, and stable in that, and secure in that. So when you're finding these things out about yourself, that makes you stronger, that makes you more stable within yourself, more sure of yourself, and more peaceful with yourself, and in line or in balance with who you are. So all around, that's wonderful. So the King of Wands is, this is who you're becoming. And also the King of Cups, so you are not just being strong in generally within yourself and knowing where you're going and who you are, but you're also working on being strong within your emotions, emotional body, your emotional self. And that makes you then, how do I say it? No one can sway you. No one, because you know, or others' emotions can't sway where you're going or who you are, because you are sound in that. You are very secure. In fact, some of you might be empaths, very sensitive to others' emotions, and so getting to know your own and knowing that you're an empath, and you can also, that is a huge step in knowing what's best for you. Okay, and then that then brings celebration, happiness, fulfillment, peace in every way. Okay, let's see, let me see here. I want to get a little clarification on this King of Cups, see if I can get a little more advice. A little more advice for this King. Okay, there we go. Okay. Just a little bit. Page of Wands, okay. We know that a lot of us right now, we are having new beginnings. So you're going on a new beginning, a new adventure, finding out something new about yourself. Maybe you're finding out a new way of self-expression that's going to be very beneficial for you and opens you up to even more peace and more stability, because you know who you are, because this, again, you're able to express who you truly are freely. That's what you're going for. That's what you're going for. And you could have two choices, two different choices. I'm hearing two different people, whatever that might mean. This is a general reading. but two different things. And you might be discontinuing one thing and moving to another because the one thing you're discontinuing you found is not working for you. It's not in your best interest. It's actually been blocking you, and so you found that out about yourself, and so you're ready to let that go and go and move towards something that is beneficial, makes you stronger, makes you more secure within yourself, and is more emotionally stabilizing for you as well. And also, I just heard it could be having to do with a relationship. You're leaving one relationship that you've learned everything you can from that relationship. You thank that person, you are consciously aware of what you learned, and you both part happily, thanking each other, hopefully, and then moving into another relationship or preparing yourself for another relationship that suits you better, that to who you are now and more of who you are, and that brings you at peace and balance with yourself. Okay, so that is tremendous. All right, that's all I have for you, group 2, and you have a wonderful day. And let me know, I'd love to hear your comments. Okay, and please share, subscribe, like. That would be tremendous. It helps me an awful lot. I'm just brand new starting out, as you probably know. Okay, let's move on to group 3. All right, group 3, what we have for you, the Sacred Geometry Activation card is the frequency of realization, and that's number 37. So 3 or 7 or 37, if you're seeing those numbers, it's talking to you. The universe is talking to you. Okay, the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So that is something you are working on right now, becoming the highest expression of yourself by opening up your heart center, becoming aware of your truth and the truth and history, true history of everything of this world, of your family, friends, everything. That's beautiful. Okay, I also chose a spiritual animal for you from the oracle deck that I have, and you got the chameleon. Camouflage, adaptation, and clairvoyance. So some of you are psychic. Maybe you know that and maybe you don't. But you might look into the clairs and get to know if you don't already. All right. And then I pulled from the astrological card deck. Okay. Leo. Leo the lion. Courage. Strength, truth. It says the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Okay, so first I got with this realization card, group 3. You are becoming aware of your true truth about who you are and who you're not, about your family, the truths of your history of your family, and the untruths, and the world as well. All of those things. Importance, you're focusing on the importance of self-beliefs. Those beliefs that are true and good for you are those that are untrue, and you can let them go, because they're stopping you from being you. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, so let's pull some advice. Tarot cards for advice for group 3. Okay, we got 1, 3 of hearts. Excuse me, 3 of swords. Okay, let's pull some more. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get through this. Alrighty. So, okay, so the 3 of swords. That has to do with getting your heart broken. Either through your own self and different things that how you've been living and belief systems of your own that aren't really truly yours and aren't in your best interest. I just heard traditions, maybe family traditions, but they're not there, and you've been doing that because it's your family tradition, but it's been harming you. It's been harming you. So again, you are finding these things out, and the more you can let those go, or the quicker you can see those, bring those to your consciousness and become aware of those, then you can let those go. And this is what starts healing this broken heart. And let's see. Yeah, just a lot of storminess. Maybe your heart's been closed because you've gone through a lot of painful situations or a painful encounter of some kind. And so here again, this realization card has everything to do with opening up that heart center and being able to see the truth and face the truth in whatever way that means for you, because this is a general reading. And there you go, Ace of Swords, being able to, you're going to be victorious. You're going to be victorious. Some of you, you could just be starting on this venture. Some of you could be ending this venture and you are seeing the victories, or you're going to be seeing the victories soon. Others that are just beginning, it'll be a little while. It's a step-by-step process, but you will come to victory. And I see you will cut out, you will be victorious in cutting out those things that are not truthful. They're not correct for you. And you will be much happier. You will be able to then express your highest self into the world openly, and just happily and joyfully. That's beautiful. Okay. And yes, again, the Sun card. Okay, so that's saying too, yes, sunny days are on the horizon. Sunny days are there. Don't give up. Keep going. The sun is going to shine for you. You're going to be free. See this child on the wearing no clothes, which means he is free. He knows who he is, and he is open and honest about, there is nothing hidden from him about his own self or anything else. And he is just showing himself happily and joyfully to the world. He's free. He's free of all chains, anything, subconscious things that bind us. Again, belief systems that have been passed down that are just not serving it, and they never did serve. But we thought that we had to. Again, like I said with group, I believe it was group 2. I can't remember if it was group 2 or group 1. But if you don't know these things, look into astrology, your personal natal chart. Very, very essential. Send me a note, a comment down below. I will do a natal chart for you for free. This helps you to be able to see what you were given, downloaded in your subconscious from your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and so on and so forth, all the way back. So anyway, very, very good. The Emperor. Okay. And see, this is where you're headed. This is where you're headed. The Emperor. Stable, sure. Look at that. He is sitting and he's looking straight ahead. Straight ahead. His whole body language is facing forward. So he is open. He knows who he is. He is solid in who he is. And that's fire too. Again, Leo is fire here with this astrology. So you might be fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or have that in your chart possibly. You don't have to though. But again, you are headed to this stable foundation within yourself. And no one will be able to sway you. No one will be able to trick you. And you're going to be at peace. You are going to be able then to be the highest expression of yourself into the world. Humanity needs you. Humanity needs you to help assist. Humanity needs all of us that possibly can, as quickly as we possibly can, for the healing of this planet and the universe. So that's a very good read. Very good read, group 3. Wonderful, beautiful. Okay, and again, if you want your natal wheel done for free, email me at thecreativewoman369@gmail.com. I need your name, your date of birth, full date of birth, city and state you were born, and your exact time of birth. And I would be happy to do that, again, for free. You don't have to come to me, but look online. Look to any astrologer online. They also give free natal wheels. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group 3, and hope you enjoyed that. Hope that I could give you some information that was necessary, to some advice that you needed to know and help you on your path. Okay, love to hear all your comments. Thank you. Okay, have a great day.